Alright guys, let's take a look at ONDO here on the channel once again. Now keep in mind, this is a monthly chart. It is up about 17% at the moment. And just want to take a look at this on a monthly time frame first. Because I saw this pattern that we usually see in crypto where you do see a leg up, you see a dip, and once it breaks this neckline, guys, it goes for that next leg. Now, how high? It's really anybody's guess. Now, let me just measure, and we can kind of maybe estimate this here. And this is about 87%. So, if it were to run 87% from the neckline basically here, let's just put it right here. Let's go about 87%. That is about right here, guys. So, $2.32 may be the next target. This is nothing scientific. It's not based off any flags or anything like this, guys. But this is just, the pattern that we kind of see where you have a leg up, a dip, and that next leg. So, we need to look at this on a little bit lower time frames now, and maybe we'll find some other patterns here. Now, jumping over to the weekly time frame, guys, you can see we did get rejected here at 205. And basically, it was a pretty ugly rejection, we can say. And we went all the way down to about 109 here, 110. Basically got support off this, weekly support here and this Fibonacci. So we are getting a little bit of a bounce, and we're trying to break through this Fibonacci and basically through this daily resistance at the moment. Now, tonight, this candle closes as well as a daily candle, and so we need to keep our eye on this for both, this weekly resistance, which we have broken at the moment, and this daily one. So it'll be very close, I believe, with this one. I don't think we will sink down all the way to $1.37. I hope not. Anything's possible, though. If liquidity keeps going out of, all of these altcoins into Trump coin, hey, it can happen. But I do expect we will probably at least close at $1.37. And let's take a look at this on a daily time frame now. Now, looking at the daily time frame, guys, you can see I have drawn this trend line here, and it looks like today basically was its breakout. That's probably why we're seeing a large candle here. Now, this line might not be 100% correct here, but to me, it looks like today it has retested this trend line, and that is why it's getting the bounce here. So let's see what happens, guys. Now, this Fibonacci basically on a daily time frame held up the, ONDO here. And so that is good to see. It's kind of rounding out as we see quite often. And yeah, once it breaks pretty much this neckline here, I do think we will probably race up to, 205 pretty quickly. There's probably not much volume up here. I could turn on the volume. Let's see. Let me just take a look here. I need to find that indicator real quick. Now, I had to stop the recording so I could do that, but you can see here, guys, that pretty much we are on a little bit bigger node right here. We are trying to break through this, and once we break through this, probably we will race up to about this node really quickly, and that is about $1.67. And yeah, at that point, guys, I think $1.67 is where the point of control really is. Once we get above that, volume really drops off quite rapidly. So these resistances that you see here, 205, you see the top of the Fibonacci, you see $1.80, they're not going to be as strong as they typically are just because the volume is dropping off. And I think a lot of people are holding ONDO. I don't think they're really selling ONDO at this point. I've heard a lot of things about ONDO from other influencers and things. It appears to be a hot token. That's why I'm trying to accumulate a little bit more of this project. Now, taking a look at the tokenomics, guys, basically there is about 3.16 billion that is circulating at the moment. There is a 10 billion max supply on ONDO. That's not too bad, guys. That's like really the maximum that I try to get. Now, there are a few exceptions like Tron, ADA, XRP. They do have more, but you have phenomenal, communities behind those projects. So ONDO is growing, though. I can say a lot of people are now looking at ONDO, and it could be very big, guys. So let's take a look. All-time high, like I said, it was at $2.14. So you still have, 33% basically discount at the moment. And yeah, I do believe that this will, go a lot farther, guys. So, if you're looking for a coin that's new, they typically grow the most in a bull market when they, first see their first bull market. Those are the ones that grow the most. It's not the polka dots. It's not the XRPs. Well, XRP may, just because it's been suppressed so long. But, other projects, ADA might not grow as much, this cycle as, for example, ONDO guys. So keep that in mind. Now, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually going up, guys. And I think this is all due to the Trump, inauguration tomorrow. And people are putting their money into Bitcoin and Trump coin. They're probably trying to grow as much as they can in their Trump coin to put it in the Bitcoin, because they know that tomorrow Trump takes office and he's going to make some strategic reserve, or so he said. Now, be aware. He might not say it tomorrow. He might not do it tomorrow. It could happen. Bitcoin crashes if he doesn't do it. So be careful. You might want to wait and see what happens tomorrow, just because there's a 50-50 chance, I would say, that he doesn't even do anything with Bitcoin tomorrow. So you may get lucky. You may get a little bit of a crash. And you could pick up Bitcoin at a little bit lower price. Now, Ethereum, getting a little bit of a bounce here. Was getting kind of ugly in the last couple of days. But it did drop down to as low as 31.30. Now, that's really ugly, guys. We need to get back above, 33.13. Would be nice if we did that tonight and we close the weekly candle above this weekly resistance. That would be the ideal thing. And then this week start continuing up again. So we've just gotten the bearish, daily candle yesterday after we got a bullish engulfing candle, the previous day. So yeah, Ethereum is still actually in an uptrend technically. I mean, if you look at this, guys, here is the low. This may be the next low up. So, for example, maybe the next one is here. We'll see, guys. Ethereum, I just don't like Ethereum that much. For me, there's just better blockchains and things, better projects now. Ethereum is kind of old school. So it is the leader for the altcoins. So you just have to be aware of it, guys, at least for this cycle. And let's see what happens in the next, I don't know, what time is it now? It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon my time. So, yeah, we still have 10 hours or so, guys. Anyways, let's get a move on here. Now, the crypto total market cap, guys, it is, going back up. It has kind of consolidated here. So it looks like it wants to take on 3.62 trillion shortly. And the total market cap, guys, without Bitcoin, also getting kind of a pump here right now. It has consolidated pretty similarly to the market cap that has Bitcoin, included in it. So it should be able to take on 1.55 trillion very soon, I believe. And if we take a look at the dominance, guys, amazing. I'm just really, I'm shocked at this dominance. This dominance keeps surprising me. I mean, we're still at 58%. And for altcoin season to happen, guys, I mean, we really, really need this to drop down. The top was out at around 61.78. And, the fact is, we're only 3.5% below that? That is not much, guys. So, we are seeing a nice little 4-hourly bearish engulfing candle from the previous candle. I believe, in my opinion, this is probably due to the Trump, project. I just think that a lot of people are taking money out of Bitcoin, and they're probably trying to put it in the Trump coin to take that money and put it back into Bitcoin. So let's see, guys. That could be what's happening here. That may be why Bitcoin is losing dominance. People are still trying to, put the money into Trump coin and then put it back into Bitcoin later, which means this may pump a little bit higher if people are still making profits. But in my opinion, guys, I think the Trump coin is probably out of breath now. I know last night on a video I said at $26, you don't really want to get into this. It's a little bit dangerous. And I actually put a short on Trump coin at $74. And let's see if it hits, guys. Maybe I get liquidated. It's only for about 337 bucks. And it's only for 5x. And so let's see. I just think that Trump coin will come down, and it's going to come down hard, guys. So be careful. And we have to be aware of this Bitcoin dominance. You know, I think it goes hand in hand right now with Trump coin. So liquidation, guys, 24 hours is, wow, it's 637 million liquidated. Longs are getting liquidated on Trump. So let's see if I'm right, guys, at around $74. If it ever hits it again. If not, I didn't lose anything, guys. I'm not going to go down for it. No, I'm going to let it come to me. And yeah, I mean, maybe I can make money. And, you know, if it hits it again, I mean, I just have no idea. No one really knows, guys, how high Trump coin can go. But right now, it hit like a 75 billion market cap. I mean, that's amazing. It was in the top 20, you know, coins instantly. That's just unheard of, you know, these days. So if we take a look at altcoin season index, let me refresh this. Maybe okay, it's still a 53. Not really much has changed since last night. And let's see, the fear and greed. Let me also refresh this. I'm not sure it's still 77. Oh, it is. Yeah, okay. So that actually did change over here. I had to refresh it. But 77 last night, 77 today. Nothing's really changed. If we take a look at the bull market peak indicators, guys, still 100% hold. 0 from 30 have been hit. So Pi cycle top indicator is probably the best one to look at. And if we look at that right now, guys, you can see, if I zoom in, we're still pretty far away. We were closer in June, like I said in many videos before, to crossing than we are right now. So I don't think we have to worry about this still for some months, but be aware of it. Now, if we take a look at the crypto bubbles, guys, not much is up, you know, but some things are starting to get a little bit green now. And mostly, a lot of these are Solana projects. I think Fartcoin is in Solana. Jupiter, of course, is in Solana. I think Ray is also in Solana. So, yeah, Trump, this is in the Solana network. And, you know, Sui is not. Now, I think a lot of people are taking their Trump profits and putting it into something like Sui, for example. It's something that they know is a really good coin. And, yeah, you can see Bitcoin is barely green. OKB, this is an exchange coin. A lot of people are, you know, getting these exchange coins too. This AI16Z, it's up a little bit too, and that has pumped a lot, guys. So, I mean, there's just some projects that I think across the board, you're going to see them start popping here and there, more green. And that's probably due to people starting to take money out of this Trump coin and put it into Bitcoin, and then, you know, putting it into projects that they really want. So anyways, guys, if you want to stake your coins, go to ONDO, type in, for example, Bitcoin. You do have the limits and you know, the days you have to stake, for example, 360 days. I don't recommend. That's just too long. You don't know what's going to happen in a year, guys. And you don't want to get locked into a position that you can't get out of. So if you're happy, you know, with the price that, you know, Bitcoin is or something like this, then, you know, don't lock it up for that long. You know, it's really risky. I'm looking at 30 days maximum, guys. I don't want to be locked into a position that I can't get out of because I want to use the money soon. You know, I've been waiting a long time for this. I've been accumulating for years, guys. So anyways, if you like this video, guys, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.